new exhibit at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. The Boss has come to town. Let's go inside and check it out. I'm here with Jim Henke, the chief curator and the man responsible for bringing the Bruce Springsteen exhibit to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. How you doing, Jim?
Good, good.
Hey, Bruce Springsteen was inducted 10 years ago. Why the exhibit now?
Well, it's someone, we've wanted to do a big exhibit on Bruce for many years, and so I've been talking to his manager from time to time and all that, and then I think, the combination of having the induction ceremony here this year, and just things, they felt right about it. So last summer they basically gave us the go-ahead and we started working on it.
Well, I heard you had to go to his house to find memorabilia, so you know Bruce Springsteen.
Well, actually, yeah, I've known Bruce for a while. In fact, I worked at Rolling Stone magazine for many years before coming here, and the person that hired me was John Landau's wife, John Landau being Bruce's manager and Bruce producer sometimes, and so I knew Barbara and John, and then in 1988, I did a book about a tour called Human Rights Now, which Amnesty International put together, and Bruce was one of the headlining artists on that tour, and we went all over the world. It was to bring attention to human rights abuses, and so I wrote a book about that, and was on the road for 6 weeks with Bruce, and then in early 90s, I did a cover story for Rolling Stone on Bruce. So I have.
So you have a lot of Bruce Springsteen background.
Yeah.
Okay, and what did it take? So when you went to his house, how did you two decide on what would be in the exhibit?
Well, actually, the first thing I did is I went out to a warehouse he had out in New Jersey and went through stuff and sort of made a wish list of what I wanted. And then they assigned a guy, Toby Scott, who's Bruce's sound engineer. They assigned Toby to be the point person. So Toby and I would go back and forth, and Toby would find other stuff and add it to the list and all that, and we'd go back and forth. And then and ultimately Bruce had final say on everything. And then, but here in the last couple months, as we were getting closer to it, Bruce got more personally involved, and he started coming up with ideas like, actually, this guitar right here is Fender Esquire guitar. That's his most famous guitar, and bought it right after he signed his contract with Columbia Records, and it's on the cover of Born to Run, and played it at the Super Bowl this year, and Bruce decided that ought to be in the exhibit, so he loaned us that, and came up with some other things like the table that he sat at, that he wrote most of his songs at. He thought that would be a good thing to include, so he suggested that, and so Bruce started suggesting a lot of things that either Toby or I knew about. So.
And the song lyrics and the lyric books and all that on the wall, and then there's actually a jumbo representation, correct?
Yeah, we did. We got a lot of his songwriting books. What he does is he basically takes these like school spiral notebooks and fills them from cover to cover, and writes and rewrites the songs, and so got a bunch of those, and then we blew some of the pages up, real big, sort of more as a graphic element. So.
Yeah. Now, what's your favorite part of the exhibit? You've worked on this for quite a while, so what do you think stands out to you the most?
Well, I mean, I really do like the songwriting notebooks, because again, Bruce, he also writes everything by hand, and so you can see all the changes and stuff. So I really like that, and he continues. That's the way he keeps writing now. He doesn't use a computer or anything like that. He just writes it all out. So I like those, and there are so many of them. From the we have lyrics from most of his albums, actually. Not all of them, but most of them. And so I like those. I like this Esquire guitar just because it's such a famous piece, and then he got his Oscar for the Streets of Philadelphia song that he won, and like that. And the funniest item maybe, though, he got a Bliss Text, the chapstick company. They gave him a Beautiful Lips Award, and that's probably the funniest thing we got.
Very good. Well, thank you so much. And if people want to know more about the Rock Hall, how do they find out about it?
They can go to www.rockhall.com and check our website there, and hope people will come down this summer to see the exhibit.